Business Savvy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Voice of the Cape. And this is, of course, the Daily Grind, the place where we talk passion and business and everything in between. Tonight, I have a special episode. Of course, you can catch it on the live. And if you are watching on our live stream, you can probably catch the handsome gentleman here on my left. That is Salmaan Ahmed. But I'm not going to do the introduction for him. Why doesn't he do it himself? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Salmaan.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Salmaan's a little bit nervous. I think some of you may have caught him talking about cinnamon, but we'll get more into that just a little bit later. Salmaan, why don't you just enlighten the people in regards to what your business is?
So basically, we just do dessert and savory pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're a small company that do pop-up stalls and markets and events such as parties and so on, family events also, weddings and whatever. And we we just basically set up our stall and we'll work from there. We have to offer a wide variety of pancakes from cinnamon sugar all the way down to a malva pudding pancake. So we've got
hold on, my guy, hold on. You know, people often come on here and they just like start saying things and like, oh yeah, you know, one guy came on here and he was like, there was some weird sauce he had on a roti Gatsby from Liquor Diet, and they just say it. I think he said meatball sauce on a roti Gatsby, and he just said it casually. Yeah, we have meatball sauce on our roti Gatsby. Okay, for the people that are normal, you know what I mean, and don't really go out there and make malva pudding pancakes, what exactly is that?
Well, basically just putting malva pudding with toffee sauce on a pancake. You know, it is a wild idea. Most of my pancakes are actually wild ideas I just came up with and threw it all together in the kitchen, and it actually worked out.
So you're just going with the flow?
Yeah, literally.
Essentially. But what motivated you to actually start this enterprise?
Well, it was a Sunday morning. It was, National
like
Pancake Day.
Yeah.
And my baby sister actually made pancakes, and then I decided to throw in a bit of toppings and figure out like what tasted best on a pancake. And I fell in love with the lotus flower one.
Yeah.
Where to the point I actually said, you know what, let me sell this. It's actually so good. And it stemmed from there. I started selling it at my archery club, and we went from there.
So basically, you woke up one Sunday, you were like, yo, that smells like in the kitchen. Oh, it's pancakes. Oh, wait, this pancake actually tastes liquor. Maybe I can sell it. And then from there, it just grew and grew and grew, and now you're here.
Literally.
From humble beginnings all the way to where we are now. Now, I wanted to know, in regards to what you sell, you don't just sell pancakes, right? Because as our listeners or our viewers can see on Facebook and YouTube, you actually have some 3 bottles here. Can you explain that to us for just quickly?
Basically, we have just released on like 1 liter and 500 ml bottles of batter. There's been a lot of requests for people just wanting to keep the batter and then make pancakes whenever they feel like. So we started selling the batter in unsweetened vanilla. So it has no sugar in and it has a vanilla taste to it. It's very good for the diabetics, I'm not going to lie. And we started selling whey protein batter actually. So it has about 50 grams of protein in 500 ml bottle.
For the gym.
For the gym buddies,
Yeah.
So that was a high requested one actually. So, yeah.
Now, I have a question in regards to how you started. On your shirt, it says since 2021, which is just last year.
It's just last year.
So I want to know, what motivated you to start getting in the middle of the pandemic, essentially?
It was actually November of last year. I just finished my exams. I was broke. I needed money, that's how
I like the honesty. I love the honesty.
So I just decided to make the pancakes and sell them. It's just, I don't know, it's just
I like
fun.
No. You're being really like nervous about that answer. However, a lot of people come on here and you think that they have these elaborate stories, right?
Yeah.
Like they have this whole background, you know. Since I was 1 year old, I knew I want to be an entrepreneur. When I was in grade 6, I was like, yo guys, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. It's not usually like that. Usually people come on here, and when they say they entrepreneurs, it usually comes out of circumstance. As you said, you were broke. That's the biggest motivator you can actually have. I mean, you need money, so you're gonna find a way to get money. That's how most people operate, and most people also operate under the idea of what you said. You just decided to do it. You just went for it. Now I wanted to know, in regards to just going for it, how was it in the beginning? You started in November. Now it's the Monday. You said you started you just had the idea on the Sunday, so now it's the Monday. How did you think of how you were going to go about this entire idea?
Well, I started with like under 5k, you know, and it was so tough because I think my parents were getting sick of me asking for money all the time. So I took all my savings and I just invested it in batter, stuff, and flour and whatever, the ingredients, toppings. I just bought a whole lot of that. And I didn't know really what I was doing. I just went for the cheapest options, bought that, started selling it, and, you know, everybody actually enjoyed it. I just found that there was no place to go to, you know, in Cape Town to just get a pancake. You know, you see the waffle places, you see the ice cream places, but if you go to any place that sells a pancake, it will be like a side menu or something like that.
Yeah, not the main attraction.
Yeah, for like $80 to $100 for one pancake. Like, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
For one pancake?
Seen pancakes go up to 155 Rand.
I think I need to reevaluate my career options right now. 150 Rand for a pancake.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna tell my brother that. He can tell him to also start selling. But some people are saying, Assalamu alaikum. Oh, it sounds so lovely. This one Maria mentions. I wonder, Maria, are you referring to the Malfa pudding pancake that he referenced earlier, or is it something else? But now let's talk about something in regards to your adaptability. You just now talked about the mixes that you have ready. You said that you have now a whey protein
Batter,
for the gymnasts.
For the gymnasts, yeah.
So I wanted to know, in regards to that, in terms of adaptability, do you just change things as you go along? You like wake up one day, like on a Sunday, and like, yo, today is the day I just start doing something completely different? Or do you have more of a like logical way you go about it? Because some people come on here and they do like evaluations of what their market requires. But I feel like for you, it's more so, yo, I have a list for something today, so I'm just going to make it. Is that basically how you operate?
Is basically how I operate. Everything that I've done is just been supply and demand. People ask, look here, I'm interested in doing or having a pancake with a whole lot of protein and because, you know, I'm tired of protein shakes. They taste horrible. Okay, fine, let me try it out. Work in the kitchen. Okay, we got something, and I start selling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because Paulie is asking me over the computer, say I'm on the road, can I drink it as is?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's unsweetened, so I don't think it would taste so good.
So it would be just as bad as the protein shakes then?
Well, not when you fry it. That's a different story. Yeah.
Now, in regards to in the beginning, you mentioned that you go and you work at parties. You do catering, but you also work at food markets and stalls and so on and so forth. And I wanted to know, how did that come about? Did you first start at food markets and stalls, or did you get a request from one customer to come and do it at their party, and then you just went ahead with it? How did that all begin in regards to from stall? Did it start from a stall to catering, or did you just go for catering first?
So the first event I did was I snuck into my archery place without permission. I kind of got in trouble for doing that because I wasn't allowed to sell anything on the premises. Luckily, I knew the person, so they did give me a bit of a scolding, but I said sorry, and here's a pancake, and they were happy.
So you bribed.
Well, they ended up ordering another 9, so that was quite good, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we started off at the archery, and we got a request from the event coordinator. They were having a soccer event at Saks, and they asked me, look here, we're having this small event, can you come and do pancakes? Kids love pancakes. and we don't know who else to ask. So I'm like, yeah, sure, let's give it a try. I didn't know what I was doing. I failed horribly because that was really bad.
But tell us what went wrong from your perspective.
Oh, I tried prepping the night before. And the batter made the pancakes. Like I made like 300 pancakes or so. Yeah, that took us hours. And then
I would imagine.
We ended up selling we sold about 200, but we're sitting with 100 pancakes now that's left over, and a whole lot of batter and a whole lot of everything, and we didn't know what to do when half the stuff went off. So I didn't really know what I was doing at that time. I didn't know how to store the stuff. I didn't know how to manage the stall or anything like that. I borrowed my parents' card machine from their business. I didn't know anything.
You were just trying to make it as you were
winging it. Yeah, literally.
Now, okay, that thing you just mentioned in regards to storing and things going off is a common thing in, like, when I have restaurants on, which is kind of why it's hard to operate a restaurant business.
Yeah.
Because you essentially have to evaluate and guess almost, or rather find out what exactly you have to make the day before in terms of prep work. Because you can't make too much, and then you sit with what we have 100 pancakes, and nobody wants to eat 100 pancakes in one go.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know, what did you learn from that? Like, how do you do it now to avoid that issue?
Well, that's why I've introduced the premix. So all the batter I make for my events are fresh, obviously.
Yeah.
And I normally ask the event coordinator, look here, what's the expected amount of people? And they say, okay, we're looking at so many tickets being sold or whatever. Then I can judge according to that. But when it comes to events that I don't know, there are a few that I don't know, like markets. You can't say, oh, there's going to be 500.
People just walk in.
Exactly. So I make enough to break even, or, I make enough for the day. I set my target, and whatever I have left over, because it's fresh batter, I'll put it into my premixes and I'll sell it like that. A lot of people do buy the premixes at the market also, so that's a bit of a problem when I start to run out, because normally I just use those. But I sorted out the gist of it, I think. I've learned my mistakes, and today, I think I'm happy. I've got a system of what's going on. If I've got leftover, I put in my premix bottles. I can freeze them.
Yeah. So essentially, you're just working off trial and error. In the beginning, you knew absolutely nothing. I mean, you woke up on a Sunday, you were like, yo, time to sell pancakes with my life. That's where my life's going right now. But it worked out. But it didn't work out as you expected in the beginning, because you had to make mistakes. But alhamdulillah, now you're here, and now you're selling whey protein better. But on that topic, right, we can talk a little bit more about your failures and all that and what you've learned from them. But the people don't know that your friend Rais is here, and he's going to be putting on a little show. It's almost like MasterChef or something of that size, where Rais is going to actually be preparing a pancake live on our live stream. I'm going to switch the camera to him now. You can still hear us talk. But let's watch Rais in action as he makes the pancake.
Alright, so Rais, it's your time to shine, my boy.
I'll be making it's called the boarding, right? So it's pretty,
the boarding.
My friend came up with these names, but anyway. So it's basic. It's just some ground cinnamon with some honey, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna top the pancake off with some ground cinnamon, right? And then we're going to just top it off with some honey.
Oh, some honey.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so while Rais is talking about that, can we just have a discussion in regards to your trial and error?
Yeah.
I wanted to know, some people when they fail, they take it as an immediate negative. I mean, you failed and like, oh my word, this is a sign from somewhere that I shouldn't be doing this with my life. However, you failed in the beginning and you kept going. I wanted to know your mentality in that respect. Why did you keep going on? Because we all know people that when they get to the first hardship, they just stop. They're like, nah, this is not for me. I failed. I'm going to go away. But the mindset of an entrepreneur has to be one wherein you adapt to every failure. You make it better. So I wanted to know from you, how did you grow from, like, what is your mentality whenever you work on these things? Is it just go for the flow? Or is there something more behind it? You can still continue going. The people are watching you. Yeah, they're watching you.
Okay.
They're still watching you. You can continue making it.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of ups and downs in the business, ranging from, the worst is where you have unhappy customers. Oh my goodness. They're always right. Customers are always right.
Yeah.
And I try my best to give them the best quality in whatever I'm making. And when push comes to shove, sometimes we have up to about half an hour waiting lines. And
Wow.
I don't think people really enjoy waiting for
No.
half an hour. So it gets a bit frustrating for them. But it's tough, when people start shouting at you and you be like, I'm trying my best, I can only produce so much per hour. But yeah, it's happened from that to people, someone telling me,
So people are just like
it's gonna be
shouting at you. You had a whole like episode where someone's like, "Where's my pancake? I've been waiting for 30 minutes."
I don't want to put myself out as a bad person, but
No, it's completely understandable.
yeah,
I mean, when you work with a high volume of customers,
yeah,
there's nothing that can be done. You want to make the orders for them on the time.
yeah.
That's for quality purposes.
Exactly.
I mean, you could just make it the day before and then sell it, but that would be a big issue in terms of
It's
quality.
not fresh.
Yeah, people can taste it. Our people aren't dumb. They know exactly how things are. They know exactly how pancakes are supposed to taste, and they can taste things that are old.
Mm.
So you have to work with that. But then that takes into question quality over like pricing. Because what happens with restaurants is often at times they're faced with an issue where the ingredients are going higher, I mean in terms of inflation, and they start to cut corners because of quality. You see it all the time with the multinational companies,
Yeah.
and they operate on a bigger scale. Now people expect that from them. However, if you're a small business, they expect you to maintain your quality. And I wanted to know, how do you continue to maintain that quality and that quality integrity, even though everything is increasing in price, your ingredients are increasing, it's actually harder to operate under the model of fresh over like frozen or in the fridge. So I wanted to know, how do you prioritize your quality, and what do you do from there onwards?
Well, I don't think I've seen enough of the business to say inflation has made a big part in the prices and stuff. Although there has been a big difficulty with my pricing, because I started off as a small business. I didn't know what to buy, where to buy the stuff from. I wasn't buying bulk, so my prices were very high.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of customers tell me your prices are way too high. But then I sorted out my pricing and, trial and error. And, as a business grows, you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Figured out, all the small bits, all my costings and everything. I didn't have anybody to really guide me, although my dad supported me. He showed me, how to go about the pricing and all the small bits, the behind the scene bits and everything.
So your family played a big role.
They did, actually.
Yeah, and here's your little brother, right? People can't see him, but his brother Abdullah is here. Yeah, apparently he just jumped into the car. He didn't really know what was going on, but he was like, yo, I'm going to go with my brother. So apparently your family's big supporter. The people are asking in regards to the pancakes that are now on these screens. So Rais, can you just give us a little bit of insight as exactly what you've made?
Okay, so let's start off with the first one. Right.
Like, yeah.
So this is called the boarding. Okay. I don't know where the names came from. Allah alam. I'm not sure.
Allah knows best. Okay, brother.
Yeah, no. So this is called the boarding. It's pretty basic, right? It's just some cinnamon sugar, right? And then you basically fold the pancake in half again, as you see, topped with some cinnamon and some honey, right? So this is called the boarding. It might seem basic, but trust me, it's actually quite amazing. Not gonna lie, it's actually quite amazing.
No, people are saying here, Fazila Asim is saying those pancakes look lekker, and people are asking to see them some more. So go into the next ones quickly, so just people can see what you've made.
Okay, so this is called the Oh So Creamy. All right. So okay, all these names, please, I don't know if my friend was high. I'm not sure, but this is called the Oh So Creamy. So it's basically some whipped cream, right, with some golden syrup, topped with some golden syrup,
Yeah.
with some sprinkles, right? So yeah, that's your Oh So Creamy. very basic. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite basic, but it's subhanallah. I don't know how, like, just everything comes together, and it's just so amazing. I promise you, it's so amazing.
I like how Rais can't really explain why these things are that good or what they name, where the names come from, but he's just like, oh no space. I'm just here making them.
They work together. They work together. They work really well
on
together.
to the last one.
Okay, so this is like, I would say, like, really one of my favorites. That's why I kept my piece for last. This is the one. This is the one. So it's basically, if you're a chocolate like fanatic, this is like the one for you. So topped it off with some whipped cream, right? With some bar one sauce, and then we just have the actual bar one chocolate in the center. So it's like chocolate galore, basically. Like if you're diabetic, look past the sauce. Like, for
But
real.
of course, you guys do cater for diabetics, as you said.
Yeah, no, we do. But this one specifically, nah.
Just stay away, avert your gaze. Avert your gaze. Keep your
Control the nafs.
But that's absolutely insightful. We're going to be going for a little bit of a break now, some commercial news. When we come back, we talk to more of Pancake Mechanic. Rais is going to show us more of what he has, and Salmaan is going to talk a little bit more about his business. So stay tuned for that.
Eid al-Adha is upon us again. Qurbani, the sacrifice for the love of Allah. Perform your sacrifice through Mr. Dafeen Foundation. With years of providing fresh, locally sourced meat of high quality from 2,950 in South Africa and 900 in Zimbabwe. The cost includes slaughtering, cleaning, cutting and distribution, but not delivery. Remember, your sacrifice can make a great impact in the lives of those who are poor and destitute. Call Mr. Dafeen on 021 633 0010 or visit mrdafeen.org.za today to place your order. Qurbani, the sacrifice for the love of Allah.
The Western Cape blood supply remains at 1 day and patients' lives are at risk. The only way to avoid day zero is with your blood donation. We urge you to find your closest blood donation clinic. Visit wcbs.org.za. Do something remarkable. Donate blood.
Balmoral, the fresh way. We are all trying to be better, be healthier. At Balmoral, we put the B in everything. We strive to be fresh, be affordable, and be a supporter of local products. We buy daily and select the freshest seasonal produce. Shop B's Fresh Way with our fruit and vegetable range, grocery, butchery selection, and freshly baked bakery range. Visit us in-store or shop online at www.balmoral.online. Balmoral, the fresh way.
Auntie, the nuts and snacks on your table always taste so good.
I always buy them from Teddy's at 7 Endeavour Street, Athlone, or from their online store. Great quality snacks from Teddy's and perfect when you have people over. It's been bringing our family together for years.
My favorites are the chocolate-coated and caramelized nuts. Mom gets them online.
Try their new flavored nuts, barbecue, fruit chutney, cheese, and even wasabi. Teddy's, family goodness since 1988.
Experience the taste of life at Topeka Spur Kenilworth. Expect more comfort, more value, more great food. What more do you want? Topeka Spur Kenilworth, a family-friendly vibe restaurant, free parking, friendly staff, and a large play area for kids. Our sizzling, succulent, legendary steaks, burgers, wings, and ribs, marinated in our famous basing sauce, is bound to make you come back for more and more. Call 021 671 6191. Topeka Spur Kenilworth, people with a taste for life.
Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape.
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business savvy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. My name is Daanyaal Matthews. In studio we have the Pancake Mechanic and his friend Rais. And actually during the break they were asking, Rais was actually begging me to ask the question in regards to how Salmaan actually came up with his names, because he's also dumbfounded. He doesn't seem to have a clue himself. So let's see. Salmaan, how did you actually come up with these names? Like the boring and so on and so forth.
Honestly, I think it was just boredom, like just looking
wait, let's make it a little bit more interesting. We'll have Rais point to each one, and then we'll decide, and then we'll ask you, and he goes how you came up with all of the names. Let's first start with the boring. Salmaan.
I mean, that's boring now. Come on. Cinnamon, sugar, and honey. Come on. Compared to the other ones,
The dude just came on and said,
Nutella.
yeah, it's boring.
It is, exactly.
But according to Rais, it may look boring, but it's absolutely divine.
I think it was about 3 months into starting the business that I actually tasted the cinnamon sugar for the first time. And I realized it's not actually that boring.
So, so this business is essentially just working off the will of Allah at the moment.
Literally.
They're literally just working off the will of Allah. The people don't even know why they come up with the names. But apparently it just works. So alhamdulillah, Allah is guiding their hands. And alhamdulillah, it tastes wonderful. People are saying it looks lekker. According to them, it's amazing. I'm going to taste it myself in the next break and then I'll get back to you. But let's go to the next one. Rais, what do we have next?
We have the Oh So Creamy.
The Oh So Creamy. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I was a bit stuck on that one. I just thought, it's a cream with golden syrup. Oh, so creamy. Let's go with it,
I'm hoping like you have some origin story. Like, when I was 3 years old, I saw this one pancake and it's been stuck with me ever since. And now I'm going with it. But instead it's like, damn, that's just cream and honey, man. That's like,
so I think the whole business actually started from the lotus flower, which we didn't make today. But it's a pancake with lotus biscuit. I don't know if you've heard of lotus biscoff. No. It's a biscuit from UK actually, with cream and a lotus topping on top of that.
So we're serving British pancakes around the CB spots, eh?
It's good though.
The taste of the world.
That's the whole that pancake started my entire business.
Let's go to the next one. What is the next one?
Okay, so this is the bar one, which is like my favorite.
I just call the bar one.
Let's just call the bar one. Yes.
We're keeping it simple now. No more boring, no more cream. It's just simple bar.
That's a new addition. So we actually started that last month. I couldn't come up with a fancy name for it, so I just called it bar one. But if anybody has any suggestions, they're welcome.
Wow, the Pancake Mechanic is all open to ideas. Wow.
Yes.
We're just working with the people now, just like we're working with Allah. Okay. No, but I like that. I like your attitude in terms of just going out there and doing it and just making up stuff as you go along. Because I feel like it's the most honest way of doing it. A lot of people, they go for training, all that, and their business fails. However, you always with you. I mean, like quite literally, the guy woke up on Sunday and is now a success, which just goes to show that anybody can do it. But what would your message be to those that are listening that also have like an idea of what they want to do? What would your motivation to them be?
Honestly, don't worry about other people's perception of your dream. When people ask me what work do you do, I tell them I sell pancakes. I can see the smirk. They're about to laugh. But they don't know that it's actually going quite well, alhamdulillah. Yeah. And I'm happy to actually say I sell pancakes.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say, look here, I provide service and not many other people do. And I enjoy what I do. And if you find something that you enjoy to do, and you enjoy something about it, pursue it and don't care about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, there are some people that will think bad about it, or they will laugh at you. But if you enjoy what you do, it will be the best thing ever. I enjoy going to work. It's the first time I can say it.
And there aren't a lot of people that can actually say that.
Yeah.
Some people operate and they work and they go to work and they don't actually want to be there.
Yeah.
But it's a necessity. But alhamdulillah, you found something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And that makes you money. And there's no shame in that, as you've already said. You own it. People laugh, but what does it matter? You enjoy what you do and you get paid for it. That's all there is to it. But I wanted to know, in terms of like where you're situated, how can people usually get in contact with you? Is social media your primary platform of communication?
My primary platform is Instagram. I do a lot of my posts on Instagram and Facebook. I haven't been super active on Facebook. Although I should be, but
you have a lot of fans from Facebook here. We have Sumaya Casnola saying we love pancakes. Zakia Ahmed saying they are lekker. Abdia Awaldin yummy. Mishka to please. Julia saying loves it yummy. So I'm assuming these are previous customers, because there's no way you can just sell at a pancake that it's yummy.
Some familiar names though.
Some familiar names. It's not that bad. We've had people come here and their whole family came on board.
Oh goodness. I wish my family would. Where are they? I'm gonna phone them.
No, Abdullah's here. He's here coming to show. He's even waving.
He's my he's my taster.
He's your taster. So Abdullah, how does it taste?
Literally.
Oh, it tastes like good.
I think everything has gotten a 10 out of 10 so far, so I'm happy with him.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't taste the cinnamon. You did. Did you?
Did you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think, you can't go wrong with the classics. Cinnamon sugar with a bit of honey, and some people prefer lemon on there.
Pancake Mechanics, all one knows best. That's your logo.
We wing it till the end.
I love that attitude though. Unfortunately, we have to go for some more commercial news, so stay tuned as we talk more with Pancake Mechanics. Slogan, all one knows best.
Oh goodness.
The feet are the pillars of the body. They are the ones that support all our weight and are responsible for our wandering. At Feet for Life, we treat all foot-related problems like diabetic feet, ingrown nails, foot fungus, foot screening, arthritis, and basic foot care. Visit Feet for Life at our 3 branches in Constantia, Rondebosch, and Mitchells Plain. Contact them on 067 988 6045 or go to their website and visit them on www.feetforlife.co.za to book your appointment now.
Somewhere in Skopstad, Forrest Rum makes a bull run down to Busy Corner Meat-Hyper. Like Chop Gun, he flies down the road to the nearest store and buys the perfect steak.
The capture has taken place.
Only to realize that he could have stayed home, ordered on busycorneronline.co.za and have it delivered chop. He makes his way home. The vlees is op reis. He gets home, prepares a dish and takes it flesh out the oven. Shh, silence of the lambs. Make your way to Busy Corner Meat-Hyper, where people meet.
Mense, Roman's Pizza have put me in this outfit and now they want me to sing. No, wait, I'm a comedian. Can we just turn the music down, please? Can I not just tell the people about the Savor Flavor range? Roman's Pizza is bringing the flavor, okay, with barbecue chicken, pepperoni, mushroom, margarita, and sweet delicious chicken. They beefing up the flavor.
Get 2 large pizzas from the Savor Flavor range for only $144.90. Roman's Pizza. We deliver or you collect.
Just show the slow motion cheese pull. That's what's going to make them less.
Available all day, every day at Roman's Pizza Athlone and Roman's Pizza Promenade.
If you ever find yourself in a situation that requires legal advice, Sali & Sali Attorneys is the firm you need on your side. We assist you in matters of property transfers, bond registration, or winding up a deceased estate and more. We work closely with you, providing efficient, professional, and excellent service, resolving even the most challenging case with a smile, making you rest assured that everything is being taken care of. Contact Sali & Sali Attorneys now on 021 697 2093. Sali & Sali Attorneys, where trust is everything.
Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape.
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business savvy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. My name is Daanyaal Matthews, and in studio we have Pancake Mechanic. Now, before the break, we were just discussing in regards to how these guys came up with their names, where they came up with the pancakes, and as they say, Allah knows best. They don't know what's going on, but hey, it works. That's a good way to operate. I think that's the best way to operate. But I also want to say salam to Salmaan's family that just came through on the Facebook. Welcome. I think Salmaan just said you guys weren't here, and then wow, that just came through. But now I wanted to ask you 2 questions. First question, what is the best part of your job? Previously you said, I actually enjoy what I do, it makes me happy. What makes you happy about it? And secondly, where do you actually see yourself in, let's say, 3 years?
Besides the money, I'd say, seeing the happiness on people's faces when you give them a pancake. It just makes me so happy when people walk past and say, "Mom, I want pancakes." I'm like, yes, get pancakes. It's the best, You're
like, come get my pancakes, cut my life.
But the genuine happiness of kids when they see like pancakes and sweet food, any type of sweet food. And also, when people laugh at the menu and say, "Oh my goodness, look at these names," I try to come up with the most weird names for the pancakes, just to add some humor. Nobody likes all fussy, tight, weird names and stuff. But yeah, I try to come up with something funny and something to remember. So it after I did the first 6 names for all my other new pancakes, I tried to say, let's come up with the most exotic names. And all the pancakes, I think, are pretty weirdly named.
Yeah, we already established that.
And everything.
But now, where do you actually see yourself in 3 years? We actually had one person come in last week, Pure Poultry, and they talked about how they work in a niche. And I asked them, you work in a niche, where do you see yourself going? You could become a franchise, you could become one of the big players. But I said, no, we're just going to see ourselves operate as a small business, but in multiple areas, and keep who we are intact. So I wanted to know, in regards to that, where do you see yourself actually in the next 3 years? And also, I want to tell you that Sumaya Kenchi, I apologize if I'm not saying that correctly. She's saying the names are really creative. So you have a fan. Nobody knows where it comes from, Allah's will.
Yeah.
But it works. People like it.
It works.
But anyway, we're digressing. Continue. Where do you actually see yourself in 3 years?
Well, I'm still studying, so it's hard to go big at the moment because I am focusing on my studies as well. But inshallah, opening up a small store somewhere, either waterfront, places like maybe Mojo Market or something like that, somewhere where I can be permanent, to just sell my pancakes. And my initial dream was something like I don't know if I can say it on air, but that donut place, Krispy Kremes, if you've heard. Basically, Pancake Mechanic. I wanted to make it like a mechanical, the machine makes the pancakes and it comes out all ready and
so you
fancy.
have big dreams of being a franchise and being one of the big players.
Yeah, but I don't think that would work.
The way it looks right now, it's just whatever it's meant to be. I think that's simply how it is with you.
I think where Allah takes us.
Exactly.
From the beginning.
Now, let's see if the people want to get in contact with you and they want to go to your establishment, how can they do that, and what are your handles?
So you'd find where we operate on our Instagram and Facebook. That's Pancake_Mechanic. And then all the details to when we open, where we're going to be, all the next pop-ups. If you want to get in contact with me, my number is on there. You can DM me, and all the details for where our pop-ups are going to be is on that.
Do you have any idea where you're going to be next?
Our next market, we're quite busy for this month. Our next market is Thursday at Bluebird Market in Muizenberg. So it's an indoor night market from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. And we're starting there actually on Thursday. It's our first time there. And then we work at EFM, so Earth Fair Food Market in Constantia, on Wednesday nights 4 till 9 p.m. and Saturday mornings 9 till 3 p.m.
Okay. So basically on Thursday they can catch you. It's a public holiday.
Yeah.
So people can come through and they can experience and they can experience your. Oh wait. So Maya is suggesting another slogan. How did you come up with your slogan? Don't panic, just panacook.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I think the boredom hit a little hard that day, and just.
My God.
Yeah, just coming up with the most random names. I said, I do need a slogan also. Let's come up with something funny also. Don't panic, just panacook. So I think it came from the name. I was kind of going with Panic Mechanic and then Pancake Mechanic. So yeah, we just
going with the flow at this point.
I clicked the randomize button and everything popped up. So.
Oh my word. Usually people come on here, they have elaborate plans. They tell me, I've thought about this for quite some time. I used to work in the field and I saw it and I wanted to go for it myself. But you just Allah knows best. I woke up one day and bam, randomized button, and there it was. Don't panic, just panacook.
I think that actually brings out the best, If you just do what you love, you always come up with new ideas. You always come up with ideas that will make other people happy or yourself, you know. And I think this really, you know, it made me happy to say, look here, this is my weird business that sells pancakes with a weird name, a weird slogan, weird names for the pancakes, and to have a little laugh about it, I think people would remember it, you know, and that's maybe one of the reasons.
Well, alhamdulillah, you are. We're going to conclude the interview now with a message here that came through on the Facebook from Fazila Hasim saying, may Allah allow your business to grow and prosper, inshallah. Good luck for the future. XX.
Amen.
So I think with that, we're going to conclude the interview. We have to, however, do so. I want to say from my side, shukran so much for you coming on board, and Rais sharing his confusion with me in regards to the names. I really, really appreciate it. And also for showing our people your product.
Yeah.
But shukran so much for coming on board. Really, really appreciate it.
I hope to see some of the viewers in person, you know.
They can catch you on Thursday.
Inshallah.
But with that, I want to say to all of our wonderful viewers out there, to all of the wonderful listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You can catch us next week for another episode of The Daily Grind. See you then. Salam.
Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape.